Okay, let's jump right in. We are deep diving into a really specific and honestly a kind of confusing corner of e-commerce today.
Hmm.
We're looking at the Wush Ear Pro Cleaner or Irrigator. Specifically, we're focusing on one retailer, Blackwolfnation.com, and this brand that's tied to it, Spa.
Right.
And our mission for you is, well, it's pretty simple. Is this thing a legitimate tool, or is buying it from this site a huge mistake? We want to figure that out, and fast.
And what's so fascinating here when you dig into the sources is that we're not just investigating a product, it's the whole online shopping experience. The device is real. That's the first thing. The sources all confirm you can find it on Amazon, you can find it on Walmart. Right. The actual risk that lies completely with the seller.
So it's not a scam in the sense that you pay and get nothing.
No, not a classic scam. It's more of a calculated gamble, a gamble built on really bad quality control and an even worse returns policy.
Okay, so the Wush Ear Pro is a real thing. It looks pretty professional in the ads, like a mini version of something you'd see at a clinic. Sprays water, cleans out wax. That's the promise.
That's the promise. But the reality, according to all the consumer reports we saw, is a total lottery.
A lottery.
Yeah, that's really the core conflict. You buy from Black Wolf or Spa, and you are literally rolling the dice. The sources show some people get a unit that works perfectly, no problems.
And the others?
Many others describe it as feeling like disposable. One person said theirs just stopped working after 3 uses.
Wow, 3.
Just 3. Others said it failed right out of the box. The motor runs, you can hear it buzzing, but no water comes out. So it's completely useless.
That feels like a massive quality control issue, a real product, but it's trapped inside this incredibly risky buying experience.
Mhm.
Is there any pattern to the failures?
It really just points to a messy operation. And if we connect this to the bigger picture of e-commerce trust, it raises all the usual red flags.
Like what?
Well, a site like Scam Advisor, for instance, it doesn't call them an outright dangerous scam, but it does note all the warning signs.
Okay.
The ownership details are hidden, consumer experiences are wildly mixed, and there are just none of those long-term trust signals you'd want to see from an established brand.
Wait, so the sources are suggesting they're selling a real device, but are maybe hiding behind these different brand names to dodge the bad reviews.
It seems that way. It's a way to insulate the core business from the fallout of this hit-or-miss quality. And honestly, that's almost worse than a simple scam.
How so?
Because they deliver just enough for it not to be outright fraud. You get a box, something's in it, but that's where the customer experience just completely craters.
Right, it goes beyond the device just breaking in your hand.
Absolutely. Then you have to deal with the company.
Yeah.
And the sources describe the return process as this bureaucratic maze. It feels like it's designed to make you just give up.
So they'll wear you down.
Exactly. People report slow, unhelpful customer support. They say refunds are technically available, but they're so delayed or difficult to get that it feels impossible. Buying from them basically means you're giving up your right to any kind of quality assurance.
So the final takeaway here seems pretty clear. The device isn't the scam. The problem is the platform, the seller.
That's it. The whole customer experience is just fraught with difficulty and really, really poor support.
So what does all of this mean for you? If the sources say the product itself is fine, maybe even good if you get a working one, but the seller makes everything a nightmare, it brings up a really important question for how we shop now. When you're buying a new gadget online, should you actually spend more time vetting the storefront's reputation and its returns policy than the features of the product itself? Something to think about.